We've got Carol Leifer here with us, and she just wrote a brand new book called How to Write a Funny Speech. What are the top 3 rules? And in fact, let me read the full title.
Please
okay?
do. Please.
How to write a funny speech for a wedding, bat mitzvah, graduation, and every other event you didn't want to go to in the first place. And I know that you have 3 rules, okay? Right? Top 3 rules for writing speeches.
There are a million rules in the book, but the top 3 is keep it short.
Yes.
Under 5 minutes.
Kelly has a 2-minute rule.
2 minutes.
2
I like
minutes.
that too. Yeah, because sometimes people drone on and on. You're waiting there. I mean, your phone has already updated twice. You know, so you got to keep it, short and sweet.
Okay.
So that's a big one.
All right.
How do you make sure the audience knows, like, the connection? Do you have to make sure the audience knows the connection to the person?
Well, that's another thing. Have you noticed when people get up there and they start speaking and you don't know who they are to the person? You know, is this a frat brother? Is this a friend?
Yes. Is this my parole officer?
Exactly. You don't know. So it's always good to say at the beginning who you are to the person.
Okay,
so there's
good tip.
some context, because sometimes you sit there, it's like an episode of Dateline. You're trying to figure out who it is, you know?
Putting all the context clues together, but it's all about sticking the dismount, right? So, like, how do you end your speech?
Well, it's important at the end. You know, it's good to be funny during the speech, but at the end, you want to be genuine. You want to say something heartfelt. So that's really important. The other thing that is so strange, I'm sure people have seen this, at the end of a speech, they give a heartfelt speech, it's so nice, here's to whoever, and then they just wander back to their seat. You know, it's like always nice to go over to the person you're celebrating, give them a hug, give them a kiss, something. It puts a nice bow on the whole thing.
You know, Carol, that's good advice.
Yes.
You know, Kelly and I are presenting an award to Michael Gelman, our esteemed executive producer. He's being inducted into the Broadcast Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. So Kelly and I, what about if we want to roast him just a little bit? Is that okay? A little funny ribbing, a little bit. Is that okay?
I think that's fine. You know Gelman.
Right.
I mean,
just as long as we hug and kiss him at the end, it's all good.
Yes, exactly.
How to write a funny speech for a wedding, a bat mitzvah, graduation, and every other event you didn't want to go to in the first place.